Hello everyone, I am Henry, and I've regenerated 3 times now I think, so I'm not a newbie anymore. So I thought I would put out a video about some tips and tricks for people that are new to Titanfall 2. Coming right up. So yeah, if you're new to Titanfall 2, hopefully this video will be of some use to you, and I'm going to get right into it. So first of all, weapons. What are the basic weapons that you should know about as a newbie to Titanfall 2? As I get my first kill right here. Okay, first weapon to know about is the R201 assault rifle. It is a pretty good weapon to start the game with, and actually to use, I still use it a lot. So it's a very handy weapon to use. The Hemlock, if you're into burst weapons, is a very powerful weapon, and lots of people complaining that it's overpowered. So yeah, if you can handle a burst weapon, the Hemlock is something you should definitely look into. The Volt is not a bad SMG as far as SMG goes, but I think if I were to choose my favorite SMG, it would be the Car. And I think those 4 weapons are really as far as you want to go when it comes to the best weapons in the game. I mean, there are other weapons that you can use, of course, like if you want to use a shotgun, the EVA-8 is the way to go. None of the sniper rifles are all that great, and there are other weapons that you can play around with, but those 4, the Volt, the R201, the Car, the Hemlock, those are the main weapons that you're going to be seeing in this game because those are the most powerful ones to try, so start with those. Titans. The answer here is pretty simple. If you want to get into a Titan and you're a beginner, choose either the Ion or the Tone. Those are the 2 best Titans by far in this game. Scorch, on the other hand, is probably one of the coolest to play because it's got the neat fire abilities, but it's probably also the hardest to play in the game. If you're going to ask me which one do I hate the most, it would probably be the Ronin. Whenever I go up against the Ronin, I lose. If you want to dedicate some time to getting really good at one of the Titans, maybe you should look at the Ronin, because I don't know what it is about this Titan, but I always do really poorly against it. Especially, well, only when it comes up close. Yeah, it's an up close and personal kind of Titan. Now, I can take out a Ronin from far away, but up close, I'm usually dead. And that leaves the North Star and the Legion, neither of which I've really played all that much. I've tried the Legion a little bit. I don't even think I've tried the North Star at all. Game modes. Now, there are 2 pages of game modes. Beware of that when you're looking at the different game modes to choose from when you're in the menus in the game. You might not realize that at first, but there are 2 different pages. On the second page is where you'll find custom games. Custom game is where you can set up your own game for you and your friends to play. You can try it by yourself and just wander around a map and learn how to wall run and stuff like that. So be aware of that so you can try it out. It's also a great place to learn how to bunny hop. Now, bunny hop is not what you think. In Call of Duty, bunny hopping is just jumping in the air. While Titanfall 2, they use this word to describe hopping across the ground. So as soon as you hit the ground, you hit jump, crouch, and then jump, crouch, and you do that to skip across the ground really quickly. And I have not mastered this at all. And so don't look to me for advice on how to do this. But anyway, private matches is a great place to learn how to do that. Going back to game modes, the most popular one, of course, is attrition, which is kind of like team deathmatch, except you also have enemy grunts and friendly grunts on the map, so you can farm them for points. So if you meet up against a grunt, it's just worth 1 point. A Spectre is just worth 1 point. I think a Reaper is worth 5 points. And of course, enemy pilots and Titans are worth 10 points each, I think, if I remember correctly. And attrition is by far the most popular game mode. I think the second most popular, but my favorite, is Bounty Hunt, and that is where you also have some grunts in the game, but they're neutral. They are neither on your side nor on the enemy's team, and you and the enemy team fight over these AI units. They can be Titans as well. They don't have to just be Spectres and Grunts. So you and the enemy team fight over these Grunts and AI units and Titans, and also you fight each other. You can steal what other people have earned. So that's cool. When you kill an enemy pilot, you get half of their money. At the end of a wave of them, you have to go to the bank and deposit your money. Now, it's very strategic. Sometimes people camp these banking points to make sure that you can kill the enemy team as they come to try to deposit their money. And that's something I do a lot, and it's a lot of fun. I really like Bounty Hunt quite a bit. And of course, this game mode here is Amped Hardpoint, probably the 3rd most popular game type. It is just like Domination in Call of Duty, except for one thing, and that is you can amp one of the flags. Like you can see in the top of the screen right now, there are yellow borders around them, and that means they are being amped, or right now they're being unamped actually. A hard point that is amped gets you twice the amount of points that a regular hard point does. So there you go. The game also has some other game modes, but they're not really used a whole lot. You have mixtape, with just a variety of game modes stuck together, and you have the 8 mixtape, which also is similar, but with 8 players versus 8 players. And I think 8v8 mixtape includes a new game mode called Skirmish, which is just straight TDM. There are no grunt AIs in this game mode. So some really quick tips about playing this game. Lots of people say that Titanfall 2 is all about the movement, and it can be. If you're really good at moving around the map really quickly, you're going to do really well, better than lots of the other people. But you don't have to be one of those maniacs jumping all over the place. You can stay on the ground and still enjoy yourself playing this game, and that is vital to know. Another thing to know is one of the best boops to use is amped weapons. I find that if my weapons are amped, I usually win a lot more gunfights, and that's really nice to have. You want to win your gunfights, don't you? Networks are like groups in Black Ops 3 and let you party up with other people easily. Here you can see I'm part of the Pandemonium group, but I also have my own group called Max and Maury. Search for it and join my group if you want to play along with me. That's all of the time I have today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to get another tips video like this, just say so in the comments below. Maybe I can think of some more. But in the meantime, this is Henry, over and out. Oh, and by the way, here you can click on some other videos I've done and also subscribe if you haven't already. See you around.